So, a fun little piece of information about the title screen is if you want to start a new game but you want to skip all the cutscenes, just hit load game. And just hit cancel. Here you are in the warp room. No cutscenes. Fresh game. Anyway, let me load up my save. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Crash 3 Warped. I'm PonyShop135. In the last episode, we cleared Making Waves and then took on Tiny Tiger. He's not Tiny the Tiger, he's just Tiny Tiger. Anyway, we moved on to the Taj Mahal area. 5 new levels: Gee Whiz, Hang 'em High, Hog Ride, Tomb Time, and Midnight Run. So, we're going to jump into Gee Whiz.
Why must you continue to be a thorn in our side?
What? Where was I? Oh, Tiny was a good fellow. He hated everyone and everything, but a good heart nonetheless. Please be more reasonable with my minions next time.
Okay, so I mentioned in this game having quality of life features or upgrades compared to the previous 2 iterations, and that is in the form of power-ups. Get power-ups for beating the boss, standard platformer trope. From Tiny, we get the Super Belly Flop power-up. Basically, you can't destroy these bricks any other way, or these crates, these reinforced crates. So what you have to do is you have to hit Belly Flop. Crash could do a belly flop before we beat Tiny. But a super belly flop is just a regular old belly flop. You just jump up and press circle. There will be some useful power-ups coming up much later. In fact, this boss that we're working on, I'm gonna go after that slot box first. Anyway, this boss that we're gonna deal with is gonna give us a very useful power-up. Pretty standard thoroughfare. Dodge these magic missiles and wha-bam. Now, we're just gonna haul mass. So we have a limited time for this, and we want to go. If we jumped on that bonus level while we have the mask, it's automatically going to kick us out. Okay. Got it. And there we go. Pretty easy. And we got at least got a couple of lives for our troubles. Oh yeah, if you do a slide, if you do a spin mid-slide, Crash will spin at an angle, which I thought was always neat. Box jump, and we're done. See, this game flies by, especially if you know what you're doing. Like I do. This is the one instance in my life where I know what I'm doing. Anyway. Ooh, I had to make sure that the microphone was on. Because I muted in between cutscenes. Alright, into level 7, Hang 'em High. Alright. Okay, we want to wait till this guy's done slashing. And we baseball slide him. Okay. Now we have the hanging mechanic. Just jump up to hang. While you're here, you can spin. Well, that was bound to happen. Listen, just because I say I know what I'm doing does not mean I nail it every time. Anyway, we kind of breezed past that section pretty quick. To get this. Oh. Okay. See, I knew it. I was going to play like dog poo. Anyway. You can press circle and Crash will kind of hold his legs up. Press X again to release. All I can say about letting go is make sure you're safely over land before you do it. Crystal and onto the bonus level. All right. Okay, now we want to make sure we get a TNT crate. And there we go. All right. Very, very solid. All right. Okay. Now, something I want to point out. If you remember from the warp room, it said that we can get the yellow gem from this level. Well, if you look there in the back, you can see it. We just can't get to it. So, remember that for later. Though, spoiler, it won't be until the end game before we get our hands on that. So, and we are done. Yeah, sorry if these episodes are pretty short. Again, like I said, these levels are... the levels in the beginning are pretty breezy. But it also goes a lot faster if you know what you're doing. And for me, it just boils down to muscle memory. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Crash Bandicoot Warped. Next time, we're going to tackle Hog Ride and Tomb Time. See you guys then.